Anti-LGBTQ plus Republican Madison Cawthorn blasts off on soft metrosexuals in his final toxic address. So while he was in Congress, Madison Cawthorn became known for his anti-LGBT views, and he used his final address, which I guess all politicians are afforded in the body where they serve, to attack young men as soft metrosexuals who need to reclaim their masculinity. And this gets into some pretty deep, common, anti-LGBTQ and anti-trans fear-mongering. Some good dog whistles here. Our young men are taught that weakness is strength, that delicacy is desirable, and that being a soft metrosexual is more valuable than training the mind, body, and soul. Social media has weakened us, siphoning our men of their will to fight. The U.S. is on a precipice of disaster, and wanted to ask the young men of this nation a question. Will you sit behind a screen while the storied tales of your forefathers become myth, or will you stand resolute against the dying light of America's golden age? Will you reclaim your masculinity? Will you become a man to be feared, to be respected, to be looked up to, or will you let this nation's generation be its final generation? And that was the point I wanted to bring light to specifically. Will you let this next generation be the country's final generation? There's this fear-mongering thing. There's another article that supports this idea as well on the right, that if gay people are allowed to exist and do so openly, and that kids are allowed to be taught that LGBTQ, gay, trans folks exist, then that'll make everybody gay, and there won't be a society anymore because there won't be any babies. No one will be having sex and procreating. It'll be over. And it's just this ridiculous exaggeration of a fear that has no place in reality. We have gay people. We've always had gay people. We've always had trans people in society, in our history, for hundreds and thousands of years. Like, we've always existed here. It's just a matter of the awareness and the wording. We didn't have the word transgender up until, recent decades. So yeah, it's the first time a lot of people are hearing about this, but it's not the first time these people have existed. We've been around here. So to say that now all of a sudden that society is in danger of collapsing because of the existence of trans and gay people and being able to talk about it openly and freely is just absurd. It's just absurd. And there's no evidence to back that up. In fact, there's thousands of years of evidence to the contrary.